I'm back for this last video, and I just made a post earlier saying that the people in power want the phones to be smart and the people to be dumb. That's literally what they want. That's how the phone is smart, but they want the people to be dumb. How is it that a lady, I'm standing in line, and this lady was asked for her phone number in a phone place. And she said, wait a minute, let me look at my phone and get my, you mean to tell me you got to look in your phone to get your phone number? The government wants the phones to be smart and the people to be dumb. The phones are getting smarter and the people are getting dumber. People can't even remember their addresses, family member addresses from out of town unless they look at their phone. I got to ask Google. You becoming so dependent on Google. The phones are getting smarter and the people are getting dumber. And that's the way they want it. I just received a phone call from California about this jab. And this nurse who had been taking my formula and helping people in the hospital. He literally, when the doctors said that there's no hope for these people and just give up and we just gonna let them go. Don't try to, do anything more. This nurse out of California, he just called me. He been taking the formula in there, putting it in the water and different stuff and giving it to the people. And they've been turning around. It's been encouraging and expediting their healing process. So he called me just a few minutes ago and said, Tony, I want to let you know that even after people are getting the jab, they're coming back to the hospital with this sickness. I'm going to repeat. This nurse in California just called me and said he got people coming to the emergency room sick with this stuff, even after they got the jab. He just told me this. Just called and sent me an article too. I'm going to post it. This unverified jab, the people taking it, putting all that trust in the other man than to put your trust in the Most High that got things in nature provided for us. Every problem has a solution God has given us in nature. But you want to trust someone who's trying to depopulate and purge the earth and get rid of the unnecessary people, taking up welfare and having to pay government assistance to people, and who needs taxi drivers, got self-driving cars. Pretty soon they don't need no 18-wheeler drivers because they got self-driving 18-wheelers. Pretty soon they ain't gonna need nobody to cook food because they got robots that cook food. They got a piece of vending machine in the mall where you put your money in a piece of vending machine, drop pepperoni, whatever you want in, and cook a pizza right there on the spot for you, so they don't need nobody to cook pizzas no more. So pretty soon you got robots and machines can do the job that people used to do, and the robots and computers can do them better. The robots and the computers don't complain. They don't need days off. They don't need a raise. So the government and wealthy folks and corporations have figured this more effective to hire machines than to hire people. A human being used as a resource, a human resource. Now we got a different resource that we use. We don't use horsepower, manpower. We're using computers and robot technology power to power the world. Self-driving cars. You don't see it right in front of your face? They're using the process of elimination. They don't need people. Amazon can drop, a drone can drop your packages off now. That means the delivery man is out of there. They don't need nobody to come out to the house and turn your lights off no more. The computers just shut them off and cut them on from there. So that eliminates that job. They're using a process of elimination because they don't need human resources anymore. A human being used as a resource. So they're cutting back on the population. They don't need a bunch of workers anymore. They don't need people that need to take a vacation. Computers and robots don't need to take a vacation. People that's not educated in how to fix these self-driving cars, they're going to leave you behind. Here it is. People taking this jab and still getting sick. He just called me and said, man, I'm in the emergency room and I have people still coming in weeks later, months later, after, I guess however long of taking this. They ain't like they're getting sick right after. I'm not saying that. I'm saying people who have taken the jab end up getting this stuff, getting sick. And coming to the emergency room, he just called me. Because months ago, he been using my formula up in California, sneaking it in the room. I'm not saying who, nobody know who he is. He been sneaking it in the room. He said when the doctors tell him that with this patient, nothing else we can do for them, put them on they on a machine, respiratory machine, with nothing else we can do for them. He said he go in there and give them the formula. He said a lot of people have turned around. He said they woke up and the doctor go back in there in a few days and see them got the energy, they breathing, they don't need the machine to breathe them more. And the doctor trying to figure out how, what? And he said, he blessed. He said he don't give it to everyone. He said he only give it to the ones that God move up on his heart to give it to. He has to be very, strategic in who he helping. But he said that the people that's getting this jab are still coming to the emergency room in California. So I just figured I'd make this video, and he sent me an article. I'm finna send the article right now. Setting people up for failure. Telling you everything is okay. Everything is okay. Setting you up for failure. But people would trust a system that didn't care about you before you trust someone that's got results. How is it that a hospital won't give you free jabs but not give you free insulin shots, free meals? How is the same hospital that tell you that you have diabetes will turn around and bring you bread and potatoes in emergency in your hospital room, a bacon sandwich? How is it? I said the same hospital will tell you that you have diabetes, will bring you bread, potatoes, and Kool-Aid in your room to help kill you. They should let you know right there. How you gonna bring me poison after you already told me I'm poisoned to help me go and kick the bucket faster? How is it not you gonna bring me something healthy in the room when you know I'm already unhealthy, and knowing that, or maybe they don't know, but some know, that meat and all this different bread and stuff is fertilizer to sickness. So why would you bring somebody fertilizer that would expedite their expiration date? I said would expedite their expiration date. Go ahead and kill them, rather than give them something to make them healthier. Salads, avocados. How don't the hospital bring you healthy stuff in the room to help your body heal? But yet they bring you fried chicken, baked chicken, which is still bad for you, boiled eggs, which is going to cholesterol and clog your arteries. They bring you all, and if you in the hospital, they bring you all of the bad stuff to help you get good. I said the hospital bring you all the bad stuff to help you get good. What is the logic in that? How is that even? There's no right way to do wrong. You're going to bring me unhealthy food to make me healthy. How can you bring me unhealthy food to help me get healthy? You're lying. You're bringing unhealthy stuff in there, hamburgers, and this big old bun with this person got diabetes. You know that bread and starch finna turn into glucose. You know that's finna turn into sugar. Finna shoot that person. And then you gonna come in and charge them for an insulin shot. Charge them for oxygen. They introduce the problem and then charge you for the solution. I said they introduce the problem and then charge you for the solution. How is it that you're going to introduce, cause my glucose to go up, and then charge me for an insulin shot to bring it back down? Sad. That'd be equivalent to having a candy store right in front of a hospital and you own both. I go across the street and eat the candy, run my blood pressure up, my glucose up, and then come across the hospital and get fixed. You introduce the problem so you can introduce a solution. You're the reason for the problem, but then here I got the solution. Yeah, because order out of chaos. You the one caused the problem. You got the cure and the problem. It's just like giving somebody HIV and then you already have the solution for it already. You can give it to them and then charge them, come get healed. Your bankroll long, then your life can be long. Your bankroll short, then your life short. Go to the hospital and ask them for a surgery. and they charging you $100,000. And say you got 99,000 of it. Watch what they tell you. You can have 75,000 of $100,000 they're asking for. Watch what they tell you. Come back when you get the rest. Because your life long, if your bankroll long, your life short, if your bankroll short. You ain't got the money to get this transplant. Well, you might as well go start making a funeral arrangement with the rest of the money that you have. You ain't got money for this asthma pump. Well, you might as well start, So just think about it. That's all I want to put that out there so you guys can be able to food for thoughts.